are listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Okay, fellow creators, this is our time to shine. Look, those of you who are purposely avoiding conversations about coronavirus, this is not your episode, because I wanted to speak directly to conscious creators on this subject. Because we of all people, we know how to manage our vibration when reality isn't giving us easy reasons to feel good. We know that contrast starts all the best parties. When something goes wrong, when things aren't how we prefer them to be, that's when we know life is about to get even better. And we know how to focus on what we prefer rather than to be stuck with what is. So, while here in the States, the CDC is telling us to wash our hands and avoid close contact and stay home if we're sick, which, of course, we're doing all of those things, we conscious creators also have an additional set of guidelines to help us work our best magic. And that includes, number one, saying yes to it. We're not going to roll the routine of resistance. We know to embrace it like we picked it, because resistance or pushing against it, it just sets us up for trouble. So we want to replace judgment and fear with allowing and trust. Trust that we can receive the good that's coming from this version of current contrast. And make no mistake about it, there is good coming from this contrast. Number two, we know to look for what's good. We look for what's going right. We get whatever we look for. And whatever we're focused on, that's what we're creating more of. That's why it's worth making a point of noticing what's going right. And to enjoy whatever we can find to enjoy. It really is there when we look for it. Number three, we also know to let guidance lead the way. Let our inner wisdom point us on the path of what's next. When you've got big questions about what to do, just make decisions from the wise part of you that knows the best way forward. We all have that reliable inner wisdom when we get quiet enough to hear it. So yes, we're going to wash our hands and we're going to keep our distance and all the other practical things recommended. And we're also going to allow what's up. We're going to say yes to it like we picked it. We're going to look for what's going right. And we're going to listen to inner guidance. I think there's a couple of other things we can do as well, and that includes not treating coronavirus like it's a four-letter word, it's representing madness and mayhem or death and destruction. It can be otherwise when we dare to see it otherwise, when we get deliberate and intentional about what we're choosing through this latest adventure of life. That makes all the difference. When we make coronavirus the bad guy or the enemy to be defeated, we're setting ourselves up in a dynamic that keeps us locked in it. We can choose otherwise when we want to be. And guess what? We're each going to be right, whatever we decide. So we can resign ourselves to loss and grief, or we can hope to make it through okay, or we can realize that even better possibilities exist for us. We can choose that this is where, in fact, this is how things get even better. It starts with this contrast. Lord knows so many of us have been calling in big change. What if this is it? What if this isn't just one more catastrophe to manage in life, but that this is the answer to what everything we've been asking for? It could be. And allowing that could be as simple as being willing to experience it as it arrives, however it arrives, without resistance. Letting ourselves feel whatever we feel and not pushing against those feelings even when they might be unpleasant, but being willing to feel whatever comes up in order to continue that vibrational evolution. It could be choosing to say yes to whatever it brings in our physical reality, including job changes or lifestyle changes, financial changes, and yes, even health changes. It could be deciding that this is how life is about to get even better and letting universe prove us right yet again, as it keeps doing over and over again about whatever we dare think. We each get to choose for ourselves how we experience this. So I suggest let's make room for the evolution of our perception of how we're perceiving what's happening, because that's exactly what it wants to do. Our perception wants to evolve into something even better. And we likely have not encountered a more powerful vehicle for ushering in even better in our time. Doesn't this seem like big contrast to you? That's worth getting excited about. Remember the massage therapist when she was getting fired? Well, she got fired. And she said, whoa, something really good must be getting ready to happen. She was so inspiring to me because I thought, girl, you're crazy. You need to start looking for another source of income. But she knew that that big change was a sign that something really good is getting ready to happen. Y'all, it's happening right here for us too. So let's not squander this contrast. We know how this works. So get out there, work your magic, creators. Actually, let's not get out there. We're going to all stay home and work our magic. In fact, I got a really cool gig coming up. I should be able to announce it in a couple days. It's going to be a free resource where we're going to use our time wisely, put our best powers to work. So stay tuned to your inbox for that. If I don't have your email, go sign up. Go to goodvibeblog.com, sign up for something so I have your email address. And I'll be happy to invite you to the next manifesting party. In the meantime, thanks for listening and be well, everyone. Big love.